Isn't it funny how one of the only positive reviews on YouTube for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League comes from a person that is not a gamer,
I'm not a gamer.
did not play the game, just watched the cutscenes,
I guess, again, I should say something about the gameplay. From what I could see, from the little that was included in the cutscenes that I watched, I'm not a gamer.
and knows zero about the Arkham games.
I never played the Arkham games, and I never watched those cutscenes.
Despite all of that, Grace Randolph, aka Chlamydia Burns, knows better than all the people that have played the game, that did play the Arkham games.
I know that the popular thing to do right now is to rag on this game.
And yet, as you will see later, she did zero research as to why. Because unlike all these mean people that are being toxic and mean to a video game, she knows what a good story is.
But from a story perspective, I had so much fun with this as a DC fan. I think there's just so much to discuss, and we're going to discuss it.
And we are going to discuss it. We're going to discuss why these characters and this story is great.
I feel it does an amazing job with the villain's perspective. This was so great.
We're going to discuss why what they did with Batman was great.
That Batman, fantastic.
We're going to discuss the Joker DLC, the effeminate Joker, and why it's great.
I just want to say I think that this version of the Joker looks pretty great to me.
We're going to discuss strong women and why it's great.
And that is a great idea for a Wonder Woman story.
And we're going to discuss why Harley being sexually attracted to Wonder Woman was absolutely great.
Not only the camaraderie of the LGBT community, which I thought was really great.
It's like we got Tony the goddamn Tiger reviewing this game.
They're great.
So we kick things off with the story, the four main characters, and why they are, quote, relatable.
But what I really loved about the story overall was that I feel it does an amazing job with the villain's perspective. This was so great. And I think in many ways, because they're less powered than the Justice League, it really is much more relatable.
They are so less powered than the Justice League, yet they are able to defeat all of them, and to you, that's relatable.
But from the villain's perspective, the Justice League seem like gods, and it really does seem unfair that they have these powers.
Yes, classic victim mentality. The villains are the victims, and the Justice League, even before they were corrupted, were the aggressors.
And that as heroes, they are overstepping, even before they came evil.
Oh, so the villains are not overstepping when they commit crimes and kill people, but the heroes, the Justice League, are overstepping when they stop them. Okay.
Just because you have these big powers doesn't make you the boss of the rest of us, thank you very much.
That argument doesn't work, Chlamydia, because these characters are so incredibly unlikable. It just doesn't work. All right, moving on now, let's talk about Batman and why the direction they chose to go works, apparently.
I mean, I thought that the Batman stuff worked. And again, I know a number of you hated it and it caused a big uproar on the internet, but context, and we're going to discuss that too.
Context? Who the hell are you to talk to us about context when you didn't even play the Arkham games or research the story?
I never played the Arkham games and I never watched those cutscenes.
You are the one missing crucial information with regards to this character, not the gamers. And then you have the nerve to say this.
I know so much about Batman. He and the X-Men are my favorite comic book characters.
God damn it!
I know so much about Batman.
Yeah, smash the like button if you think she's full of shit. So earlier when she said,
I know a number of you hated it and it caused a big uproar on the internet, but context.
this is what she's referring to.
And I thought that the Babel Protocols recording scene, powerful stuff, as I said. And, while some of you might find that ending disrespectful, I think the respect shown for Batman in that scene not only balances out the ending, but I think is meant to be a set. And so you have to see both of them together to really understand what's happening there.
Again, she who does not know the Arkham story understands the character better than those of us who do know the Arkham story.
But the Suicide Squad was moved by the sadness of his last transmission because I believe they respect him.
Bet you didn't think it'd be me at the end, huh, Bits?
Because I believe they respect him.
Boy, you really are a sad little fucker, aren't you?
And her being the one to take out Batman, as she acknowledges, it is a joke.
The only joke here is that this crazy feminist writer thought that that was a fantastic girl boss moment. And speaking of girl power,
Not just Wonder Woman having, representing girl power, but female resilience.
yes, because they made sure to include in Wonder Woman's character bio that she fights against toxic masculinity.
Themyscira was created to escape the evils men often perpetrate against women. Even Hippolyta is supposed to have been really seriously abused by men. And Harley, of course, was in a very abusive relationship with the Joker. So I think that Wonder Woman and Themyscira probably represent safety to Harley, right? Sanctuary, almost like Themyscira is a church of women, and Wonder Woman is like one of their representatives. And isn't that incredible?
Yes, and I'm sure you all know where she's going with this.
Oh, yeah, scissor.
Now, at first, this is beautiful. Now, at first, it just seemed like Harley was attracted to Wonder Woman, and I think she was. But I think it was ultimately deeper than that. Not only the camaraderie of the LGBT community, which I thought was really great, because, of course, that's something I don't think is explored enough, particularly like in a hero.
You see, it's this right here that is what's wrong with media today. In film, television, and now video games, you get people who aren't even fans
I never played the Arkham games.
urging these studios like Disney, Lucasfilm, Disney Marvel, and in this case Rocksteady, to shove this garbage into their games. Look no further than Sweet Baby Inc., who seems to have made that their mission statement, and are now thankfully getting destroyed for it. It's great to see. Moving on. Speaking of Alphabet People Joker DLC, I wouldn't be surprised if they make him one. I mean, you look at this and what word immediately comes to mind?
Gay!
I just want to say I think that this version of the Joker looks pretty great to me. I think he's a nice mix of the comics and Jared Leto's version of the character, which again, a lot of people like to say bad stuff about, but then why isn't he going away?
I'm sorry, Chlamydia, but where are all these Jared Leto Joker plans coming up? I haven't seen any.
But I would go back and watch this new chapter. I'm going to go and watch this new chapter when it comes out because I'm excited about it. And I think this idea for the game in the long run is quite clever.
You know what? Bring it on, Rocksteady, and bring it on, Chlamydia Burns. I would love to do a continuation to this video, and I hope you all will be there for it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out some of the other Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League videos already live on the channel. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.